Okay, we go to look at extracting master data from ECC to BW bus. You will only have two mechanisms. One is business content extractors, then you will have generic bus. Only two ways of doing it. Yeah. So in BW, to demonstrate you the business content, what I have done is, from the BI content, I have installed 0 customer bus. First, let's so we have InfoObject called 0 customer in from the business content. I have already installed, but I am just collecting and show you how I have done it. Just we've been creating Z customer and then doing it, right? But there is a ready-made object called 0 customer. Okay? So if we just collect this object, so it does bring in lots of attributes also for it. Yeah, you will have it selected completely. Then I'll drop down install. If you want to do it in the background, you will see install in the background. I've already done this, so you find everything in green, it means it's already installed. Now when I go to modeling, you find that InfoObject 0 customer. If you go in, it has got master data attribute, text, hierarchy is also enabled for it, and it has also got some attributes also. So attribute, text and hierarchies, and it is already inserted as info provider, which has got attribute form icon. So I've got 0 customer here. With attribute, hierarchies and text. I would like to load all this from ECC. Okay. So if you see 0 custom, is it a business content object or custom object? Business content object. So just catch hold of this info object. I'll go to the ECC. Where do you find list of all the data sources given by SAP? Can I see in the table level? Row source. I'll go to row source. See, since both ECC and BW are from SAP, they got tight integration. For every ready-made master data there in BW, they have given ready-made data sources also. And I know the concept saying when I need to have load zero customer, I will have some ready-made data source for zero customer, where the data source name will start with zero customer. So I would like to say show me data sources zero customer star, means show me data sources which are starting with zero customer and which is a version delivered is what given by SAP. Show me those. Say zero customer underscore edit here, zero customer under LKLS underscore HI here, and underscore text. Attribute type hierarchy text. All the three has been given. So once you know about these three data sources been available, what should I do? I need to go to RSA 5, install the data sources, connect, and then start loading in. RSA 5. If I don't know where it is, or I can from here I can know what is the component LO IO, right? So R3 LO, within LO you will have what? LO IO, then here you see this is zero customer edit here, LKLS hierarchy text. Select this and say what? Activate data source. And you can double click and see what is the extract structure name and the fields of extract structure, all this. LKLS activate data source. Text activate data source. Right? Then what will you do? You go to BW. You have to replicate. Now let me go in data sources. Of which system I should see? SAP logistics master data. Do I see this three? Because what are the application component hierarchy we have in ECC, you will have same set of folders in BW also. Now let me activate all this. It's a change. After replicating, should I activate the data sources? And text. You can observe the traverse structure if required. See, now you see a small square here, 3 part. So let migrate it. I can right click on this and say what? I can just migrate only the data with, where see there is something without and with. If I say without export, I will not be able to recover it back to 3-part text again. But if I say with export, I will be able to recover it back again. Because only from BW 7.3, we have the flexibility of loading hierarchies with 7 flow. Otherwise, it was old flow only. That's why it still gives us 3-part X, but you migrate it to 7, then because I'm in 7.4, so I can load my hierarchies with 7-part X flow. From BW 7.31 release, we have the flexibility of loading hierarchies with 7 flow, DTP and all those. Yeah. Then what will I do? We will have to connect them. Yeah. Attribute right click, say what? Create transformations, data source, ECC system, and it's proposing. I'm okay with this. If it is real production system, real development, I would be very much focused on which field is going to what. But now it's okay. I'm okay with the proposal. If you're not happy, you might have to write some transformations or routines or stuff here. Then same way I'll go with what? To create transformations. Now this time connect that with the okay. Next what? Hierarchy. Again for hierarchies also I can create transformations. I showed you with this flat file loading lo chesina hierarchies. What is it? LK, LS, HI here. And we know that when it comes to hierarchies, you will have different segments of mapping. Hierarchy nodes, yeah, hierarchy header, text, right? Activate. Next one. You just go about creating info packages. Is it supporting delta? Yes, but I'm okay with full. Same way for what now? Text, again supporting delta for you. Attribute, whatever. Attribute is loaded, 8508 records, and text is still going on. Text is also loaded, was done. Can I see the data source of attribute with request? Yeah. If I try to say paste it, you see those 8000 change. If I go text, you see a request with those records 8508. Now let me go with what? Hierarchies bus. So if it is hierarchies, do I have to load update and okay, but do I have to specify which hierarchy I'm loading? If it is flat file, you create your own hierarchies. But here click on this button, available hierarchies from OLT, because the hierarchies must be created in ECC. I have hierarchy data. By using hierarchy data source, I extract hierarchies what is built in ECC bus. So just refresh, it will show you hierarchies built in. OTD, rendu load and select this one, customer classes, and execute. Okay. And I also want the second hierarchy also. There's one more hierarchy, bus. Yes. This is for what? First, let's create DTP and finish up loading. Then I'll bring the next hierarchy. DTP for attribute. Add to it. Then DTP for text. Can I load the DTP for hierarchies also? Let's check the attribute. It's failed. Either special characters error handling. Data record 165. What is it? O double dot. What is it? Is it all special characters? FORDR. Yeah. To Japanese. There's some junk data here. So you might have to write some routine replacing with that with the correct character. Or if you want allow, do you know how do you allow the special characters? RSKC. By going into the T code RSKC, you can allow the special characters what you want. And support this minute. But now I'm not worried. We can correct it always. Yeah. Then the text one is loaded. There's no errors. Hierarchies is also gone. So now if I go to my 0 customer, for now so do I see this hierarchy load class 001? So this is the hierarchy which is loaded from the ECC system. Okay. And if I go to maintain master database, let me go and see what the text table. I'll see the text loaded for all the customers. Attribute will not be there because it is failed. But for now, what I can do, I can just remove the mapping for the what was the error you got? What is it? Sort. Okay. For now, I've just deleted rule, but you don't do that. You need the data, so you have to write some coding to eliminate those or allow those special characters. Next thing is tax number. కొద్ది రియల్ టైమ్ సిస్టంలో కొద్ది డేటా కొద్ది క్వాలిటీగా ఉంటుంది. అన్నిటికీ ఆల్మోస్ట్ వస్తాను సర్లే బస్. సో దట్స్ ఓకే, యూ కెన్ ఆల్వేస్ కరెక్ట్ దట్. సో దిస్ ఇస్ అబౌట్ లోడింగ్ your business master data from business content. Was it so very easy to load in? That is what the tight integration between ECC and the BW was. So every customer who has got ECC as their OLTP system, they would prefer BW because of this very good integration of easy of maintaining the warehouse of the ready-made extractors delivered. నువ్వు అదే వేరే ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు వేరే వాడేవానికి ఇన్ఫర్మేటిక్ అంటే యూ హ్యావ్ టు రీబిల్డ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఆన్ యువర్ ఓన్. It will be very, very complex. Okay, this is about this. Now I want you to practice this way for other InfoObjects, like say zero material. So you install zero material, you find out the respective data sources in ECC, replicate and start loading in company code. Yeah. ఇది వాడాలి, ఇది చేయాలి బస్ బాగా. ఇది బాగా ఫ్రీక్వెంట్లీ యూస్డ్. అండ్ జీరో మెటల్కి ఒక ఎర్రర్ వస్తుంది ఆఫ్టర్ యూ ఇన్స్టాల్. ఇఫ్ యూ ట్రై టు టచ్ దట్ ఇట్ గోస్ ఫర్ అ డంప్. జీరో మెటల్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసినాక ఊరు ముడితే చాలు, యూ గెట్ ఎ డైలాగ్ బాక్స్ అండ్ క్లిక్ ఎగ్జిట్ అండ్ గోస్ ఫర్ డంప్ బస్. OMSL అని ఒక టీ కోడ్ ఉంటుంది. ఈ విత్ ఇన్ BW you have T code called OMSL. You have to maintain settings for the 0 meter in the T code. ఇక్కడ 18 length అని you just have to specify 18 length and say leading zeros and say save. Then you will not get an error. Now install 0 meter, then you will not get an error. So you have to maintain this setting in OMSL, only then your 0 meter works in. Okay. Controlling area and cost center. ఇంకా మంచిది వచ్చేసి GL account అని ఉంటుంది. GL account, this is most frequently used. Vendor, cost center, controlling area, vendor, company code, document type అని ఉంటుంది. అంటే మెజారిటీ ఆఫ్ ది కేస్ దే హ్యావ్ ఓన్లీ టెక్స్ట్. మెయిన్ దానికి అట్రిబ్యూట్ ఉంటుంది. కస్టమర్, ప్రోడక్ట్, మెటీరియల్, ఇది కంపెనీ కోడ్, కాస్ట్ సెంటర్, జీల్ అకౌంట్. ఇంకా బాగా అంటే కాస్ట్ సెంటర్, కంట్రోలింగ్ ఏరియా, కంపెనీ కోడ్. కస్టమర్ సేల్స్ అని ఒకటి ఉంటుంది. మ్యాట్ ప్లాంట్ అంటే మెటీరియల్ కాంపోనెంట్ విత్ ప్లాంట్, అది మంచిది. కస్టమర్ సేల్స్ అంటే కస్టమర్ కాంపోనెంట్ విత్ సేల్స్ ఏరియా, అది బాగా. జస్ట్ ట్రై డూయింగ్ దిస్, ట్రై ఇన్స్టాల్ అంటే ట్రై టు సర్చ్ ఫర్ దిస్ బిజినెస్ కనెక్ట్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్, ఇన్స్టాల్ ఇట్, ఫైండ్ ద కరస్పాండింగ్ డేటా సోర్సెస్, ఇన్స్టాల్ దెమ్, మ్యాప్ ఇట్ అండ్ స్టార్ట్ లోడింగ్ ఇన్. అది రెడీమేడ్. If it is generic, then so how do we do generic extraction for master data? And when do you basically get this? Let's say if you are using standard objects like zero customer or zero metal, you would definitely find ready-made objects. So let's say there was some master data which you wanted. Let's say something like offer book element or something. That is own specific to my business requirement. So SAP is not given any ready-made InfoObject, ready-made master data for it. In that case, you will create your own InfoObjects. You build your own attributes, then make your master data ready. Then in that case, you will not find any data source. You will have to go about creating your own data source. And my requirement was we wanted to have some offer book elements, offer book data, which is not there in the ready-made InfoObjects. So we create our own custom objects, and we had to extract from a custom table. So we have built generic extract on the table and loaded this master database. Actually, you know how to create InfoObjects and how to create attributes, all the stuff you know. And it's about how do we create your generic extractors. So you can create attribute and text. You know how to create generic extractor on attribute, generic extractor text, replicate, connect that to your master data in master data attribute table. You okay, right? You create your master data InfoObjects and create your attribute table and text table. Set that as info provider. Create your generic extractor attribute table, text table, replicate the data sources, and then map the transformations InfoPackage DTP. You should be okay with loading attribute and text from master data into BW. Okay, guys. ఓకేనా కదా, డౌట్గా చూడొద్దు. ఓకే కదా బాస్. సో వీర్ ఓన్లీ లెట్స్ ఫోకస్ ఆన్ లోడింగ్ హైరార్కీస్ ఫ్రమ్ ECC బికాస్ దెర్ ఇస్ నో డైరెక్ట్ ఫ్లెక్సిబిలిటీ హియర్ ఫర్ లోడింగ్ హైరార్కీస్. ఓకే, ఫర్ త్రూ కస్టమ్ హౌ డు వి బిల్డ్ కస్టమ్ హైరార్కీ డేటా సోర్సెస్. ఓకే, సో వాట్ ఐ విల్ డూ, ఐ విల్ గో టు BW. So let me build my own info. ఏదైనా అన్నాసనలో చేస్తున్నాం. ఓకే, క్రియేట్ ఇన్ఫో ఆబ్జెక్ట్. అదేం పని చేయడంలో అయినా కాలు. So I would like to, I'm creating info object called company codes. It's 4. Yeah. Again, mass data would do text name would do. I just want hierarchies. I want to show you about loading hierarchies from ECC through custom extract with hierarchies and then activate. ఎందుకు కొద్దిగా సేపు స్లో అవుతుంది కొద్దిగా సేపు. So now it's created. Now I'm going to insert that as info provider. COMP దానికి అది ఉండాలి, ఈ అట్రిబ్యూట్ ఏదో ఒకటి ఉంటే కానీ. చాలా స్లో అయిపోయిందన్న. సెర్చ్ కూడా టైం పడుతుంటే. టెక్స్ట్ ఏదో ఒకటి ఉండాలి టు మేక్ ఇట్ యాజ్ ఇన్ఫో ప్రొవైడర్. దిస్ so you get the hierarchy. Now I'll let load that hierarchies from ECC bus. So what I want is see, I know in ECC basically you would like to extract company code data. In ECC the field is referred as bookers, and you'll have a table called T001 which will have all the company codes in it. If you look at this S11, T001 is a table which will have all the company codes in it, and the field is what is company codes in the table 1. This is company code master data table which will have all list of all the company codes. Okay. So we use a now I would like to generate a hierarchy data source for extracting this database. Yeah, as an hierarchy. BW07 is a T code. BW07 is a T code, and the table for the data is what? T001. And what is the field? Bookers. And then I would like to enter my own data source name. COMP KODE underscore something demo HI here. That is my hierarchy data source name. Okay, just say what? Execute. That's it. Hierarchy data source created. Ante. Then I'll go to BW. Should I replicate? హలో నా క్లాస్లో ఉన్నా, చెప్పన్నా అర్జెంటా? లేదే, జోబులో తగులుకున్నట్టుంది. లేదు. ఓకే ఓకే. So replicated. Now if you go to RSA1, check for your data source. Now do I have to activate this? Do you remember your hierarchy will have different segments? Yes. Yes, sir. It's all given, yeah. So next, what should I do? Should I map this data source to my target, which is what? Hierarchies. And you see hierarchy nodes, the structure what gets in, yeah. Error is చూద్దాం. కొద్దిగా తేడా ఉంటుంది. We have tried some simple routine, but I'll tell you now, not now, later. I'll create info package and extract first. Info package KODH hierarchy. If I just click on this, it just shows me all the hierarchies which are already created in the ECC. Someone else has created it. Save. I don't want to use the ready-made hierarchies what is already created. I would like to create my own hierarchy in ECC now. Extract the same in BW. The hierarchy manam cheyam real time lo. It's all done by the function constraint, but in fact, okay, cheyalasi vache ela cheyali antavaraku. I don't extract any of the ivanni oddu naku. Na own hierarchy nenu create cheyalanuntunnanu boss. So I'm getting into this is what ECC system. Get into GS01. Actually GS01 now FICU consultant they use this T code to build hierarchies in the ECC. One then the KOD sample something. Okay, you're using this table is fine, and then say what hierarchy maintenance sample demo sample HIR something. Then I want some lower level nodes, lower level. Then group 1. I want it as like group 1 and say lower level again. Okay, so no, and now under group 1 I would like to put some company codes, and group 2 I will put some company codes. And group 1, what is this? Value intervals. Just put some value company code. It is showing me all the company codes. 005 and then 006. చాలు దీంట్లో ఈ గ్రూప్ కింద కొనుమూలి. I'll put all the 2000 series. Then itla evodu chesadana the functional people will do this. We will not really create any hierarchy. Naganta value or interval you can give it. Save. So my hierarchy is created. This is the hierarchy I would like to load into BW. Go to BW. Just now refresh here. Available hierarchies from OLTP ante now you should find yours. వచ్చిండాలి మంది పైన ఏడుంది. This one, look at this company code sample 001. Now select this radio button and I would like to load this out. Okay, atla చాలా హైరార్కీస్ ఉంటాయి, ఏ హైరార్కీ వల్ల నువ్వు హైరార్కీ లోడ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. బట్ మన రియల్ టైంలో ఎప్పుడు మన GS0కి వెళ్ళి మనం హైరార్కీ క్రియేట్ వాళ్ళు చేసింటారు ఆల్రెడీ, ఊరు డేటా సోర్స్ జనరేట్ చేసి రెప్లికేట్ చేసి కొట్టాం అంతే. Then see, I can load my data through DTP, but before that I want you to see this data, so we can write some routine here. Structure కాదు, నోట్స్ చూడండి. ఇక నోట్స్ చూడన్నా, look at this. For the text notes it is 0 HAR node, so system knows it. But for the company codes, what is the field name here? It is referring InfoObject name as what? Bookers. Ante no, look at this. In the node name, company codes are those where my InfoObject name is what? I am getting some incoming records వస్తున్నాయి. ఇన్కమింగ్లో 2 కాలమ్స్, InfoObject నేమ్ ఒకటి, నోడ్ నేమ్ ఒకటి. నోడ్ నేమ్లో ఉండే కంపెనీ కోడ్స్ ఎప్పుడైతే InfoObject నేమ్లో బూకర్స్ ఉన్న దగ్గర అది కంపెనీ కోడ్స్ అన్నట్టు కదా. ఫర్ ఆల్ ది రికార్డ్స్ వేర్ మై InfoObject నేమ్ ఇస్ బూకర్స్, ఇట్ రిప్రజెంట్స్ కంపెనీ కోడ్. అవి మాత్రం కంపెనీ కోడ్లోకి వెళ్ళాలి. సో నేను ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషన్లో ఏం చేస్తాను అంటే, ఇఫ్ యూ గో టు ది నోట్స్, ఇక్కడ చూడ 0 HR నోడ్ అంటే ఏంటి? టెక్స్ట్ నోడ్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ అండ్ కంపెనీ కోడ్స్ విల్ హ్యావ్ టు గెట్ ఇన్ టు దిస్ నోడ్ యాక్చువల్లీ. కానీ దీనికి ఎప్పుడు తీసుకుంటుంది అది కరెక్ట్ హైరార్కీ స్ప్లిట్ ఎప్పుడు వర్క్ అవుతుందంటే, ఇఫ్ ది ఇన్కమింగ్ డేటా ఈస్ గివింగ్ యూ కంపెనీ కోడ్స్ with the InfoObject name COMP KOD, but what is the name coming as? Bookers అని వస్తుంది కదా. సో I need to explicit write routine tell that. Okay, so I'll say add InfoObject. I'll also add what? InfoObject. And let me take InfoObject name and node name and we'll write a what? Routine. Say what? If InfoObject name is what? Yeah. Only then take the what? Take the node name as what? Company code. Otherwise no. Antena? Source lo అది కంపెనీ COMP KOD ఇచ్చితే ఓకే, బట్ లేదు కాబట్టి బూకర్స్ ఐమ్ రిప్లేసింగ్ విత్ అంటే ఫర్ ఆల్ ది ఇన్కమ్ రికార్డ్స్ వేర్ మై InfoObject నేమ్ ఇస్ బూకర్స్, రెఫర్ ద నోడ్ నేమ్ as what? కంపెనీ కోడ్స్. అంటే I could have written the routine before, but I wanted to know why I'm writing it. ఏముందన్న జస్ట్ వాట్ InfoObject bookers does not exist in version A. Is not valid. InfoObject bookers does not exist in నేను రిప్లేస్ చేస్తున్నాను కదన్నా. I understand that. So what you've done in the routines, you're saying the node name, take the company code where the InfoObject name is bookers, but see the InfoObject name is also going into some node here, so it is trying to fill bookers into that. It says bookers, there's no InfoObject name there, so should I say, shall I write routine here also saying what? Wherever my InfoObject name is bookers, replace that with what? Otherwise take the same InfoObject what is coming from source. అంటే సోర్స్లో InfoObject కాలం చూస్తే 0 HR నోడ్ ఉంది, బూకర్స్ ఉంది. 0 HR నోడ్ వ్యాలిడే, బూకర్స్ వ్యాలిడ్ కాదు. బూకర్స్ సపోజ్ టు బి వాట్? కంపెనీ KOD. సో అందుకు వ్యాలిడ్ కాదండి. ఇఫ్ InfoObject నేమ్ ఈజ్ వాట్? BUK RS, then take this as what? COMP KOD as my object. Else I'll take what? Else I'll take the same name. Yes or no, boss? Bookers ఉన్న దగ్గర I'm replacing it with company code. If it is 0 HR node, let it take the same value. right panel was. If you go to my InfoObject, now you see this hierarchy loaded, company got sample 00 display. This is about loading master data either through generic or through business content extractors. Okay.